Hello, my name is Coordinate Axis and this is very short video about how to play games that you like them. So, first thing, make sure your computer is set it up as 4D computer. To look more detailedly what it is, you can look one of my videos about it, about how to make your computer 4D on Windows 10. In Windows 11, which I'm having, it's a little bit different. And to make your computer to show image from center, which I call 4D computer, you just need to reinstall chipset driver, just run this setup, wait, and you will have image from center. That's the first thing. Second thing, make sure your computer is in good state, which means it doesn't need some repair, which means your CPU working great, your temperature of CPU, the CPU temperature is, when nothing happening, is about 30 degrees Celsius, and when you're playing game or when your computer loaded, it's about 70 degrees, plus minus. Make sure it's never stays above 70 degrees. That's very important because if your temperature is more than 70 degrees, you will have issues, lags. So, in simple words, your computer needs some attention. So, CPU temperature must be around 70 degrees. Make sure that you have it, because you will have issues with gaming. If you have problems, fix your cooling system until you have perfect conditions of your CPU. Third thing is make sure your graphic card as well not reaching temperature more than 70 degrees when it's loaded. And just as an advice, you can manually set your fan speed to a very fast speed so that your graphic card having some extra cooling more than by default it think it needs. If you make so, your graphic card will be even in more perfect state than it is by default. Main thing here, pay attention to the temperature. It must not be more than 70 degrees. If it will, you will have lags. So that was the third thing. So fourth thing, open NVIDIA control panel. Set as a physics processor your graphic card, because by default it is not so. Fifth thing, set OpenGL rendering GPU as well as your graphic card, because again it is not so by default. These two things is very essential for playing games. By doing so, you will see amazing graphics. So that was fifth thing. So sixth thing, open NVIDIA GeForce Experience. That's this window. Log in here, very important, because without logging in it won't work for the purpose it needs to be opened. So when you open this window, when you opened this window, your games will use some graphic cards features like smoke and other things. And when you close this window, your games won't have those features. And with this, games looking very differently from when games without this. So keep this open, and when you run game, you will see here in right upper corner the message that game using GeForce Experience, which means you will have those features that this thing provides, like smoke and other things. So when you did all this, your computer is ready to play games so that you will like them. Because if, for example, I will close GeForce Experience, the game will look as if it's not complete, so to say, that something is not there. So let's look at some game. So, like I say, you see the message, experience in game overlay, and so on, which means we will have features which without this experience won't be there.
When I say something about being hot, that's when we make our move.
As you can see, mouse reacting immediately.
Here we go.
I see some glowing.
We're part of the
Image
Boeing
is
crew.
smooth.
What the fuck's this shitheel doing here?
Affirmative action. You know how it is.
Old country is spinning around a goddamn toilet. You can follow me. As for you, go on and grab those bags off the truck. You'll be carrying them to the burning room. How much y'all bring in?
$238,546. Small bills mostly.
I'll have Miss Gale call up to your office when we're done. She'll confirm the delivery.
Appreciate it.
So here, for example, we see glowing, which we won't see if we will not make some of those steps I am speaking here about.
You need to check that scatter gun. You packing anything?
Still in training.
Good. One less goddamn thing for me to worry about.
You can pick it up on the way out.
Buying room's down in the cellar. This way. I ain't seen y'all around these parts before.
Y'all's over in Georgia for a while. He just got out the service.
And my cousin's been trying to get on here for over a year now. Was in the Navy for 2 tours, got medals falling out of his ass. Government tells him thanks, but no thanks.
That's a crock of...
So let's try another game. as well, when I'm running another game, I will see the message in upper right corner that game is using experience of GeForce. Here this message is. If you will close this window, GeForce Experience, you won't see this message and you won't see those effects which this experience providing. So our settings is on maximum, and that's how it looks like. So, and if you will run any other game, you will as well have very smooth experience, very enjoyable experience. You will like to play game. So, once again, shortly, the essential things to play games that you like them is to open GeForce Experience, which will add a lot of visual effects, and to set your graphic card as a processor of your graphic, because if you select here your CPU or any other device, you won't have experience that you expect, so to say. You might like it, but that's the best performance when you set your graphic card as your processor of graphics. So that's it. Few steps that you need to make to play that you like playing. Few steps need to be done. And to see more games, you can look my channel. All games that are there is played using all these advices.